This is Rob Rowe and Carson Robinson from the Rob Rowe Show on 1340 The Fan. Here with Jack Anderson, freshman All-American, offensive guard. Got some. Is that what you're going for? Best mustache in the Big 12?
Yeah, I'm going for it. I don't think it's
okay.
the best.
But you're on your way.
Yeah, I'm trying. It's been growing for quite some time, but I like to think it's my good luck charm, so we'll keep it going.
There you go. Well, that's a good thing to have.
Year 2, you're a freshman All-American, freshman All-Big 12.
Yeah.
Year 2, what does Jack Anderson have to do to become a All-American on top of those honors last year?
I say finish. So like I had some blocks last year where I was just driving people, but I didn't get the finishes that I wanted to get, and that I need to be more consistent in pass pro and just finishing blocks like I said. And I think I know the scheme pretty well, and that'll help a lot. But yeah, finishing, that'll help.
You mentioned the scheme. What's changed from last year to this year with Kevin Johns?
I mean, there's been some stuff that have changed. Run game, we put some new stuff in. But, I mean, we're always going to be Texas Tech. We just have a tradition of we're going to air it out. But we have a lot of good backs, and him and Coach Jones are working together, and Coach McGuire. We got a really good group of offensive coaches that are really going to mix it up well.
Offensive line last year coming into the season, other than, a couple other positions, was a little bit of a question. This year the offensive line seems like it's probably one of the unquestioned groups of the bunch. Talk about how much more experience the offensive line has this year compared to last year going into the season.
Yeah, like last year when Coach Jones first got here, his first spring, like my first spring here, we really didn't know. Like we had a lot of people that had left, and a lot of people, all of our walk-ons seemed like they had left. So there was a lot of spots missing and that we had to fill. But now, yeah, it's the total opposite. I feel like we all know the chemistry of how to play together, how to communicate, and the scheme. And he's put in a really good scheme that we've kept consistent, and that we're just working to get better and better and better at. So that helps a lot. I feel like it's like you said, we don't have to be questioned now.
Right.
So going off that consistency, the continuity, what's the biggest improvement the offensive line can make as far as 2018 and the running game and pass protection?
Yeah, so we want to run. We want to run for a lot of yards like we did. We tried to average 150 last year. I think it was like 140 or something like that. So obviously we got to improve on that, but we got a lot of backs that can go. So that helps a lot. And obviously pass protection, we want to give up less sacks. I mean, that's every offensive line. But, yeah, we just want to get ourselves out of those third and long situations where we, have to really pull something out. And that's tough on a quarterback and the running backs, everybody. So we just want to get out of those.
As far as talking about the quarterbacks, whichever one does start, obviously they're a little more mobile than what Nick was last year. Talk about how, is it more difficult or is it easier for offensive linemen knowing you have a more mobile quarterback back there than it is?
I'd say it's easier. Like I mean, the rollouts are tough when they start rolling out. You don't know where they're going, how to block. But yeah, there was some times last year where we felt like we protected well, but we just didn't have people open, and that's what happens in the Big 12. Just the defenses that are being run now. So it takes what it takes is one of our mottos on the team. So if it takes 10 seconds that we got to protect, we got to do it. So that's what we got to do.
All right, final question here. There's a hashtag on Twitter. Things have changed. What are those things, and how have they changed?
I think it's more of a defensive motto because I mean they've had some struggles in the past few years, but last year they really turned it on, and this year I think it's going to be great. I think they're going to make some crazy improvements, and yeah, I think that's what they mean, that we're not going to be known just as we can pass the ball. We're going to run. We're going to be physical, play hard, and I think we're going to finish more than anything. That's the team motto is finish.